Marvel has always been and always will be a reflection of the world right outside our window. That world may change and evolve, but the one thing that will never change is the way we tell our stories of heroism. Those stories have room for everyone, regardless of their race, gender, religion, or color of their skin. The only things we don't have room for are hatred, intolerance, and bigotry. That man next to you, he's your brother. That woman over there, she's your sister. And that kid walking by, hey, who knows? He may have the proportionate strength of a scorpion. We're all part of one big family, the human family, and we all come together in the body of Marvel. And you're part.
Are you serious, Stanlee? I know you're dead, so rest in peace. But this was an ignorant message that he put out, and it's not true. Marvel has been racist since the beginning of time. We are staring at a panel right now of the only black member in the X-Men team stealing. Now, I know if y'all are longtime fans, I think I debated with Uncle Tom, Uncle Fox. Yeah, he's an Uncle Tom to me. Like a couple of months ago, because he said it was not wrong of a poor person stealing. I hang out with poor people all the time. I give money to the poor all the time to eat. I listen to their reasons on why they're poor. I listen to the reasons why they're homeless. And most of them do not steal. A lot of them panhandle and ask people for money before they even think about stealing. So I just think that just because you're broke, just because you're poor, just because you're homeless or whatever, doesn't mean you should be a goddamn thief. It's no excuse to be a thief. And then for them to put it in a comic book form and as science fiction, it's like, damn, black people is even thieves, even in a fantasy land? Like, really? I just thought it was racist that the only black person in the X-Men group is a fucking thief. Let me go to the next panel. This, to me, is racist. Let me explain. Yes, you see a black woman in this panel. But where is the black man? Why are all these X-Men teams have mostly females and a few dudes now, but barely have any black man? That is fucking ridiculous. Last time I checked, the team is called X-Men. X-Men. They rather feminize the product than add black men into the product. Why do they hate black men? Why do they fear a straight, masculine, black, powerful man? I just think it's so racist throughout the last 25 to 50 years that there's only one black female in the group that's a goddamn thief. Where is the black man? So black kids can't look up to characters that look like them when they watch these cartoons? Are you serious? I know y'all gonna mention Bishop. Some of y'all Uncle Toms and some of y'all racist people are going to mention Bishop. But he's really not even in the X-Men team. He's a side character and he's in the future. So he only comes on certain missions. He's not the main member that you're going to see a lot like a Storm. I know y'all Uncle Toms are going to mention him. So I'm explaining it right now. Let me go to the next panel. But before I go to the next panel, I'm going to have a commercial break. And then I'm going to go to the next panel. I got time today. I really do.
I've done 7 Marvel movies now. Every producer, every director, every stunt person, every costume designer, every PA has been white. But then when you do Black Panther, you have a black director, black producer, you have a black costume designer, you have a black stunt choreographer, you have a black, and I'm like, that's more racist than anything else. Because if you only can hire the black people for the black movie, are you saying they're not good enough when you have a mostly white cast?
You see how racist they are behind the camera. I bet you when Marvel do like all their meetings on what's going to be the next saga, the show or movie, I bet you all those people are white almost. Maybe one black gay dude in the meeting, but they're probably almost always white. But anyways, let's talk about this Captain America movie that came out. I even thought this was a little racist. Most of the community wanted to see Isaiah Bradley as Captain America, a guy that actually took the super soldier formula. Why couldn't we see a black guy with power? Why did we have to see a black guy that's named Falcon that should have just had the Falcon outfit on? I don't know why they put him on as Captain America. I know y'all losers are going to be like, well, he was Captain America in the comics. Just stupid. It is fucking dumb. He's Falcon. He's always going to be Falcon. I just think they hate a powerful black guy in the scene. I wanted to see Isaiah Bradley, but let me keep going on. Let me go to the next panel. Like, I'm going to keep explaining why I think Disney Marvel is fucking racist. Really, Disney Marvel? Are y'all serious? So, I'm not upset that y'all made Miles Morales the Thor in a comic for a one-shot comic book. Why did you let him wear Jordans on? Why was Asgard painted up in graffiti like it was a hood or something? This is the racist shit I'm talking about. Then they got some Mexican guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but they got some Mexican guy to do this comic so they could say, oh, this ain't racist, he wasn't white. It doesn't matter. The guy wasn't black. I bet you if it was a black writer that did Miles Morales, he's not going to have him wear Jordans inside a heaven, basically, with graffiti all over the walls of heaven. Are you kidding me? Could you imagine dying and going to heaven and there's graffiti all over the walls in heaven? You gotta be playing with me. Like Disney Marvel, they're playing with us. They're pretending they're not racist, but they are. They are. Let's go to the next panel. Now this panel hurts the most. It really do, from the bottom of my heart. And I hate to do this. And I could really do an hour video on how Disney Marvel screwed Terrence Howard. Can you imagine being a black guy hooking up your white friend? Because he hooked up Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. They didn't even want to pick Robert Downey Jr. He was a risk at the time. He was a risk. He helped him get the position of Iron Man, and he didn't help him back. Could you imagine having a white friend that needs a job? You hook him up, and then your job eventually fire you over some bullshit, and your friend didn't stick up for you. That's exactly what fucking happened. This is just absolutely disgusting. And you know, by the way, when they basically let go of Terrence Howard, you know, the last two Iron Man movies was terrible. I will spit in your face if you tell me Iron Man 2 and 3 was good. No, it wasn't. That's the curse. I don't think we're going to see a good Iron Man movie in a long time. Maybe not even in our lifetime. That is the curse from Disney Marvel. Because they should have paid Terrence Howard. He was a great actor. He helped y'all pick the right Iron Man, and he got screwed through the process. So they didn't even do a hiring cast to pick who's going to be the next War Machine after they let go of Terrence Howard. They just picked a name from the Hollywood Happy Hat and say, here, Don, you're going to be the next War Machine. Fucking racist. Fucking bullshit. They screwed this guy. They really did, from the bottom of my heart. Let's go to the last panel. So this is what we're doing, Disney Marvel. Really? So we all know the actor that played Black Panther died. We all know that. So instead of rebooting the series like a normal company would do, we're going to be like, let's pretend that Black Panther died in the fucking movie, and let's get his bastard son to be the face of the franchise. Fuck the male Black Panther. Let's feminize the product. Let's let his stupid ass sister be in the second movie, and then that would give us time enough to age up the son and let him be the face of Black Panther. Straight up racist. If that weird piece of shit Tom Holland died, they're hiring another white guy, another weird piece of shit to play Spider-Man. That is facts. You think they're really gonna let go of their white billion-dollar character? Black Panther is a billion-dollar character. I don't get why they mistreated that character, but they wouldn't do Spider-Man like that. They wouldn't say, well, let's pretend it's 10, 20 years later and he has a son and his son is going to be Spider-Man for the next decade. Fuck you, Disney Marvel. If I'm a real ass YouTuber, if you think that, subscribe to my channel. And if you love my videos, cash out below. If you can help me out, I deserve more money than these weird fucks in Disney Marvel that is racist as hell. And have a blessed day.